Let's check this building out first. Got some old headsets. And a teacher's guide. So, there is a lot to see today. Definitely a lot to explore. So, buckle up and strap in. So, let's see what we got going on. Somebody broke the mirror, but it said free clown pics. Kind of funny. So this is just the first of many buildings we'll be walking through today. Check out this green carpet. And then The Irony, a book about conservation. When we're in a place that basically showcases massive amounts of waste. The irony there, right? Check this out really quick, look. Like a play on Elmo. I came in the side door here, but this would be, I guess, the front door of this building. Don't break my heart. The riser room. Gross. Check this out. We've got a bunch of old newspapers here. Weirdly, this one's 2018. This place was abandoned long before that, so who knows why there's a newspaper from 2008 and 18 here. Old laundry room, a washer right here, speed tree. We got Got some pictures right here of probably some of the students. Cheerleader. That's right, this is the old dorm building. There's some more photos here. The wind, man. Always on a windy day I come explore this, where there's always a bird that gets me, so we'll see. An old reading book. Oh my God, that made my heart is literally pounding right now. Oh, that is so creepy. Wow, there's even still a name on this one. Tiffany Brown. Side or something, like a check-in desk and a pencil sharpener right here. A little window to check in, I guess. Oh my gosh, this light. There's like a lot of, this must have been like a rec room. Got a lot of couches and stuff, but there's also this little kitchen area in here. There's actually still some lids to the pans that they used. Hilarious. Somebody tagged Miley Cyrus. There's like the buffers to buff the floor. I don't know if I went with that, but still some equipment left behind too. Let's see, left or right. Just another, this side's not as boarded up, but this was another dorm side. It's, a lot of these beds are actually fine, which is crazy. These could have been salvaged for sure. Like a lot of them. They're still pretty okay. Somebody broke all the sinks, but this must be the showers. Gross, it smells like urine in here. Somebody definitely peed in there. And then this has to be like the staff living. Because here's some bedrooms. Their own bathroom. There's even a book. And then its own kitchenette in here. So this had to be where the staff lived. So yeah, there's 4, maybe even 5 or 6 of these dorms at this school. Here's another bathroom, maybe a little bit more complete. A desk in the shower. These are all books. There's like dictionaries, there's random stuff in there, but that is all books. Kind of cool what they did with that couch. The hero who couldn't read had a $5,000 reward for people pirating VHS tapes. That's wild. We got a spot. It's not here, but a spot for a payphone right there. I'm gonna follow the sidewalk down to what I think is the old cafeteria, if I remember correctly from the last time I was here. But all throughout here, it's all overgrown, but there's basketball courts and playgrounds and everything else. And then there's a couple these old buildings have to be from when it was an army fort in the 1800s, because those are definitely super, super old. But let's get through here really quick. Wow, check this out. You can see let's see if I can, some of the infrastructure underneath the sidewalks there. This one I think is an old record player. And yeah, let's go this way really quick. Pretty sure this was the old cafeteria. Yeah. And then here's the kitchen, a garbage disposal. There's even food trays left on the counters. I thought this was going to go through. It's actually a little closet there. Some stoves. This is a big food preparation area. So this must be, maybe this is more so where they actually prepared the food, because all of these ovens and stoves and stuff. And then the other side with the trays, maybe where they served it. There's a crawl space. Wow. And then the old walk-in freezer. This I did want to find again. After the last time I was here, somebody actually sent me, there's a video of his son. This is a tribute to his son. And there is a video on YouTube just of his son that he had recorded, just him laughing, and it's really tragic, actually. So these are definitely older buildings from when it was originally an army base. You just tell by the stone and everything, but obviously they converted them into what they needed them to be, which seems like a lot of storage. It said that the maintenance office was over there as well. Kind of some old shelving, PVC piping, all the stuff that they needed probably to help keep this place running. Oh wow, there's some. Looks like band uniforms right there. We've got Bruce Springsteen, Toto, Genesis, Don Henley, Air Supply, a bunch of stuff. James Taylor, Two of a kind. John Travolta up there. We got Eddie Money. George Michael. The old music room. I'm assuming the music room is why there was band uniforms and stuff out here. Got all those stands for their sheet music. Some clarinet, sheet music, old computers. More old computers. Somebody came in here with a bunch of paint. Here's the old gym and where they put plays on. On the stage right now. Got all the HVAC stuff up there. Backstage. It's like the locker rooms, actually. Wow, it even says, coaches, have your team clean up after themselves. Thanks, management. Still on the whiteboard there. So in here we've got all the old, I guess, boilers. They're huge though, which makes sense if they either supplied the hot water or heated the entire complex, because this place is absolutely massive. So this, obviously one of the older, back from when it was a base type buildings, along with whatever that one is, which the roof is already gone on that one. So these are all pieces of the roof from this one too. So it's all it's all fallen down. Somebody's throwing these desks into the walls there. This site I know it's a slightly newer building. The irony is it's already falling apart. I mean, just as bad, if not as bad as some of the older buildings. Not the real old ones, but sorry. That's crazy. There's even homework left behind in this building. So yeah, it says this was math class, room 3. And I mean, you've got all of these desks and literally even homework, like, or just work in general. This room was set on fire, I believe, since the last time. Or I don't remember. Maybe that's why this building is so bad, because it has been set on fire. To go back and watch my old video that I did here. It's the library. Maybe this was, now that I remember. It had been set on fire already. Right here's the office. So this says, I think safety, December of 2004, sent to all departments. November 30th, 2004. It's like a maintenance closet. IT stuff back there, you can see all their Ethernet cables that they ran through the ceilings to go to all the classrooms and everything. I don't know why there's so many desks in the bathrooms all the time. don't understand why people smash everything. Oh wow, look. Chess pieces. This room, they had even pushed all the desks to the front of the room. Okay, so New Mexico, right in here somewhere. These are cool. It's like a cassette tape. Let's see, there's like a lot of stickers too. Rolls of stickers. So this is the room. Yeah. I remember looking at this last time I was here, Wednesday, November 14th, 2001. But there's a bunch of textbooks. There's a bunch of desks. And if I remember correctly, there's like a lot of stuff in here that just kind of makes you question, like, this is a modern woodworking textbook. And so it's just like, what I don't understand is, so there's a brand new high school basically across the street from this. So they were willing to build a brand new school as opposed to saving this. And I don't know what the shape of this building was in. This must have been woodworking, because there's outlets and stuff. You know, it's just weird that, I guess maybe, you know, it can be cheaper to just build something brand new than refurbish, but, and I guess, you know, the schools more than likely get new books every couple of years, you know? Okay, so there's a bottle here. And I don't know if those are egg sacs in that, but that's pretty disgusting. That's pretty crazy. But there's, yeah, it's just weird to me. There's files and filing cabinets and desks. Desks, you don't need to get new desks every year, you know? Cabinetry. There's even they just left this barrel full of sawdust and wood scraps in here. You know, I get replacing outdated computers, outdated textbooks and stuff like that. But this just seems like such a massive waste. Attic crawl space up there. we're doing a classroom inventory list. Okay, there's a lot of old, there's probably 7 or 8 old houses. Walking to them though, it kind of exposes you out in the open and to people driving by. So I'm gonna go back through the gym and check out this other building, and then after I do that big building, maybe I'll go check out a couple of those houses if I can get to them. Okay. So this building, I believe, was maybe the original military housing. I have no idea what the school would have used it for. But they have already had to brace it because of a fire in the basement. So, wow, look at this. Gym key, scout room, west broom closet. This is where they kept, maybe this was more staff housing. You know, maybe that's what the school used it for. But you can see these old radiators. And I won't be crossing this floor, but I think if I remember correctly, there's a way across in the back. But there is like a 10-foot drop to a basement below me. As I explore this building, so this one makes me the most nervous to walk around in. And literally the floor that I'm walking on right now is sloping left. We've just got radiators there. There's mattresses. So yeah, this had to be some sort of housing. But on the older side of things. Let's go down first, actually. Space. Go up and over this. So here's just one part of the basement. You could access some of the old plumbing, probably where they had from those boilers. There's actually not much down here, other than the fact that it's like a spooky, weird basement crawl space, you know. Building is massive, but even all the plaster is falling down from the ceiling. You see there's holes in the ceiling there. Oh, an old bathroom for upstairs. Wow, this is insane though, look at that. There's holes in the roof, so definitely this building won't be here too much longer. Pretty much that drain is wet. Pretty much though, once you start getting holes in the roof and moisture starts to get in, it becomes very difficult to, that's where I just came from, to preserve a building. And actually, watch, I think it's actually going to be safer to walk through this way. An old refrigerator. Another bathroom. More like an individual bathroom though. None of the fixtures are in there. There's even a balcony back here. Look, you can see baseball fields, playgrounds. Those are all the dorms that I've already walked through in one of the, like the elementary building. There's basketball courts, 1, 2, 3, 4 playgrounds, maybe 5, because there's some things to shoot your basketball down over there, and a baseball field. Checked out this side. Let's see what's over here. There's a huge crack in the floor right there, so you gotta make business decisions sometimes because of things like that. That goes all the way down, at least first floor. And I really don't feel like falling through the floor in here. People are dragging these radiators around. Maybe a scrapper? You guys think maybe scrappers were, I guess, potentially trying to get some of these radiators out? Let's go check out. We're getting back to that spot that caved in. I just didn't like the way the floor felt underneath my feet right there. So that building, I don't think I've ever been into. I may try to find my way over to that right after this. There's a Converse shoe and a beer can down here. Tyler was eating Wingstop down here. That's what that was. Tyler, what are you doing eating Wingstop in the basement, brother? I was like, so I saw that bag laying over there. I was like, what the heck is that? You know, you get down to a basement and the vibes are significantly more spooky in general. Come to find out, it's just Tyler eating his Wingstop. Okay, yeah, this room is really, really interesting. Last time I was here too, there was like these sticks were hanging with rope from these pipes. And then they're burning books or something down here. And there's like a couple bed rolls. So this is weird, right? These sticks used to be hanging. They're not anymore, thankfully. But these chairs have been here since last time. And yeah, just to be burning stuff in a circle. Unless it's staged, right? Could be urban explorers like me. Maybe somebody staged that for a photo shoot. Still super creepy though. I love to ghost hunt. And I believe in the paranormal. But when you start getting into weird like occult stuff, that's when it starts getting like too far for me. Let's just go out through here. I'll see if I can get to that other building. I don't think I've ever been in that building. Okay. Let's see what this one is. Oh, this looks like a dorm, another dorm. Yep. So they had maybe 7 of these, maybe 8 of this style dorm, let alone potentially other dorms. It's crazy though, they have this wire, like metal wire between the sides. This site is called Sunburst, apparently. And we have this trophy. It's like girls' bathroom. This would have been one of the girls' dorms, I guess. With their showers. there's a downstairs in this one. Just down a little bit. It's another one for, that's cool, I haven't seen this one before. It's another tribute to the same child that his father had lost. There's actually a lot of trophies in here. So Navajo Area Native American Festival 2003 Intertribal Powwow Senior Division 2nd place. And there's a ton more books and stuff in here. This must be the boys' side. It's kind of interesting, the showers. You'd think they'd be on the wall, right? But they run and then they come down right there. Kind of weird. Said was the Redskins. So you had the Sunbursts and the Redskins on this side. Check this out. It's another one that I haven't been into. It's not too far. Says do not use. Oh, that is actually kind of far down there, huh? This light. Wow. There's all these old computers. Got another trophy. First place, 1999. A lot of trophies left behind. There's more in here too. Kind of interesting. It says, attention staff and students, you are more than welcome to use the TV room, but please dispose of your trash properly. I want to see what these bigger trophies are for. Second place, girls varsity. Crown Point Community School, boys varsity cross country. Check this out. This is an advertisement for the Dodge Neon. Oh, wow. They had a pool table in here. So this was a TV room, and then looks like a rec room area overall. And it's even complete with some gummy bears. This is so cool. Look, so there's Daffy Duck, Tweety Bird. I don't remember this guy's name, but I'll say it. Right? That's that guy. And you got Taz. But check out, oh, I'm Goofy over here. Check that out. You got Goofy, but look at the architecture. I love that. You got the villas. This is very New Mexican. This is very my style. And then this just looks like maybe an old kitchen. Yep, there's an electric stove complete with rat droppings. See what we got here. So we got a Dirk Nowitzki, Yao Ming, Tuesday, May 3rd, 2005. Oh, here's just that basement. Ooh, it smells bad like mold in there, so that's what I'm gonna avoid.
So I have not been able to find like specific stories about this school. So if you attended this Fort Wingate Boarding School, I would love it if you would share in the comments your experience, whether it's good or bad. However, these boarding schools, the BIA boarding schools, are really notorious for being really just awful places. So from a generalized online article, I'm going to just read you guys a little bit of an excerpt here. But it says, children faced physical, sexual, and emotional abuse from school officials, along with disease, malnourishment, and unsanitary and overcrowded housing. They were punished for speaking their languages or practicing their traditions, and in many cases were made to spend half of their days doing manual labor. For instance, in 1903 at the Mescalero Boarding School in southern New Mexico, Mescalero Apache boys sawed over 70,000 feet of lumber, 40,000 shingles, and made upward of 120,000 brick. So it was a very abusive environment. And I did look for a cemetery that I was told was behind the school. You'll see that here in a second. I was unable to find it. However, there's stories of these schools that there are actually unmarked graves from the children actually dying from being abused. These were not good places, and so there's a lot of really sad history in a lot of these. But I'm sure that other kids, I'm sure that some had good experiences. I'm not saying they were completely awful. I don't know. I can't speak to it. But yeah, if you're somebody who has specific information or a specific experience about any of these specific schools, please share it with me in the comments. I would love to hear it.
I think this building, of all the ones I've been to besides that thing on the wall there, it actually has some of the better graffiti in it. Let's see. This whole side of the hall is packed with just furniture, all just left to rot. So I was under the impression that there was a cemetery back behind this school. Boy, I can't find it. So I genuinely, I'm just in the woods behind where the school is, and I'm not seeing it anywhere. But yeah, there's stories too about all of these schools, wherever they were, that there's a lot of unmarked graves from children being beat to death and stuff like that. So it's a pretty crazy, surreal, weird, overall just strange thing. But yeah, that's it. I'm done with the exploration. I'm gonna head home now. I got a camping video coming up next week. Hope you guys stay tuned for that. And yeah, I'll see you then. Thanks for watching, guys.